Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michaela and hello. So for today's video, I figured I would film myself getting ready. I am actually getting ready because I'm going to be filming a really fun sit down video that I'm excited about, and I haven't filmed like myself doing makeup in quite some time, so I figured I would just do that and do just like a super chill like chit chat to get ready with me. I also have some new products that well, some of them aren't really new, but I bought that are new to me and that I have been really obsessed with, so I figured I would share that with you guys and just hang out. This is gonna be a super chill video while I put on some makeup, so if that is something that you guys want to see, then just keep watching. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in a little bit because I notice sometimes when I film makeup tutorials, I'm so like far out that I'm like, people probably like can't even tell what I'm doing half the time. Anyways, I'm going to start off with my brows. I'm just using the e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel, which is something that I always use, but I actually switched shades. So I used to use the shade Taupe, for like every type of brow product that I would use. I just always went to Taupe, and I was like, you know what, my hair is actually pretty dark. It's my eyebrows that are lighter, so I figured I would try this in neutral brown, which is darker, and I kind of like it. I feel like it makes my brows look bushier too, so I just take a spoolie and pretty much run this through my brows to kind of comb them out first. I've really been into like the super, just like natural brow, not like super carved out. I was looking at like makeup, like looks that I used to do when I first started makeup, and I would carve my brows out so much. Like even like literally I would carve them like all the way around, and they just, it was just not cute. And they were just so bold. It's really fun to like go through, and especially if you're into makeup, it's fun to go through and like look at old photos and see like the style that you used to do and kind of like what you were into, and some of it is a little cringeworthy, I'm not gonna lie. It actually doesn't look too different on camera as far as like shade range, but obviously like this is a little bit more filled out. I swear like it doesn't pick up on camera as much, but right here in my brows, they are so thin. Like right, the first half is like perfect, but the second half is just, it's just more sparse, and it drives me crazy. The average person probably like doesn't even notice or care, but I'm just like, especially right on the outer corner right here. So what I kind of do is I'll like drag the product through so it kind of gets color, and then I'll take the spoolie and just kind of like disperse it around. And then when I have majority of my product like put on my brow, I kind of run through the first half. So I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow on my eyes. So I'm gonna start off with just like doing that first. I'm gonna take my concealer and just put that all over my eyes. I love using concealer as a primer. I don't ever use eyeshadow primer, I just use what I got. I'm just going to carve out the bottom part of this brow just to kind of clean it up a little bit. Okay, and then just kind of spread it over the rest of my eyeball, which I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush and kind of work it into the skin. I haven't been using a Real Techniques blending sponge or any kind of blending sponge for quite some time now, because I just kind of use this to buff stuff out. And then sometimes if I still see like the line of where the concealer is, I'll just kind of go like this, and then it kind of just like gets rid of that line and just makes it look, I guess, more natural. And then I'm just going to set my eye with a powder. This is just my Covergirl Advanced Radiance pressed powder, so that way the eyeshadow doesn't stick to my eyes at all. So for shadow, I'm actually gonna start off with a bronzer because I really like how like bronzers or contour shades are really good. Like I find that they're like really good transition shades, so that's what I've been using lately, and I'm really excited about this product. This is the new Jaclyn Cosmetics blush and bronzer duo, and you guys, this stuff is, see if it'll focus, it is gorgeous, gorgeous. I love all the products that she's came out with, even with like the whole like lipstick situation. Like I still like the formulation and everything. It was just a hiccup, you know? But I really, really like this blush and bronzer. It's so soft. Let me swatch it for you. Like the formulation is very, very soft, and it's not super pigmented, which I really, really enjoy. I don't like stuff that's like super, super pigmented and it's hard to blend out. I like that, I don't know, this will pick it up very well. I like that the formulation is very soft, yet it's buildable if you do want it really pigmented, but right off the bat, it's not super pigmented, which I just love. And the formulation is just so soft and like buttery. Cause you know how when like people say, oh, the formulation is so soft and buttery, and you're like, but is it though? Is it? This very much is. So this is in the shade Sun-Kissed and Bronzed Moment. I mainly got this one because the Bronzed Moment was, she said it was more of like a neutral tone, neutral like tone-ish, and all the other ones were pretty warm. And since I'm so pale, if I do too much of a warm shade on me, I just look more angelic and bloom, but it's not cute for anybody. So I pretty much went with this one because of the bronzer, and the blush I ended up loving. So it's really pretty. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer and use that as a transition shade. And just work it right into the crease and upper, like above the crease, and just kind of start warming up the eye area and creating some dimension. So I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I'm putting on makeup because I'm filming a fun sit down video, which I'm really excited about. Most people would probably be like, I don't really care that I can't do that, so it doesn't really matter. But as I have mentioned many times before, Dag and I have a vacation planned to Disney here very soon. Not soon enough, but soon. And I'm literally counting on the days and I'm so excited. So I figured I would sit down and kind of just share how we planned our trip, especially in 2021 with all craziness happening. We've never been to Disney World before, but it is a lot different than how it usually runs because of COVID and everything. And I just figured I would share kind of how we went about planning everything. And I guess if there's any people out there that haven't gone or wanting to go during 2021, hopefully this will help. I know our situation's so different though because we're military, so obviously we don't do everything the same, but I figured I would just sit down and talk about how we went about planning it. Because me personally, when we decided that we're going to Disney, even the first time when we decided we're going to Disney, I was super obsessed with just watching videos on how to plan it. I watched so many YouTube videos on how to plan, and I became super obsessed. I'm maybe this will help someone. Maybe someone in my situation, especially with military and all their discounts and everything. There's not that many videos out there of how to plan going to Disney with military discounts and all that kind of stuff, and how to go about doing that. So maybe this will help a fellow military family or spouse that wants to go. I'm also just gonna bring that same shade on the outer corner like this and just work it up into the crease, and then I'm really just winging it out. Okay, so for the next shade, I'm gonna go in with my Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1 palette. This is such a goodie. Oldie, but a goodie. Kind of old. Speaking of Tati, where is she? Where did she go? She just disappeared, and she can come back, that would be great. Anyways, I'm going in with the shade Ritual in Matte, just this brown shade right here. And I'm just going to take this Morphe E17 brush, just a smaller blending brush. The first brush I used was from Sonia Kashuk, and it was a rounded crease brush. Super fluffy brush, really nice. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit, and I'm just gonna blend this into my lash line. Oh, okay, that's a lot darker than I thought it would be. That's okay. That's okay. The makeup artist in me, I'm constantly holding different brushes whenever I'm working on clients, so it's just second nature to just throw it into one of my fingers and kind of go back and forth. Just working that right into the lash line. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a cut crease. I never do cut creases before, but I kind of just want to do something a little bit different, just a little bit. So I'm gonna go back in with my concealer. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the inner corner of my eye. And where's my brushes at? I need to clean my brushes so bad. This doesn't have to be a exact precision line either. And then I'm just gonna go back in with that fluffy blending brush and just kind of diffuse out the edges a little bit. Okay, now for the lid, I want to try this on my lid and just see how it looks. This is the e.l.f. Highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls. I'm gonna take some on my finger and just kind of pop it on the lid. And since we just have concealer down, this will stick really nicely. Okay, I'm gonna go back in and just darken up that outer corner a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Now for liner, we're gonna do liner. I never do liner, you guys. It's just a hassle, and I'm not good at it, to be honest. I'm gonna go in with that brown shade. I'm not gonna use a black shade just because I want to keep it really subtle and light. And I'm just gonna do, honestly, just like a little baby wing. I don't want anything crazy. The key to doing a wing is you want to follow like your lower lash line and just kind of pretend that there's an invisible line that continues up. And that's kind of where like the angle as far as like how you want to draw it. Go back in, smudge her out a little bit. And then I'm gonna clean up my edges. Where is it? Do I want to do lashes? At first I was thinking I wanted to, but it's just such hard work. Ooh, my coffee needs to be like mixed. Gross. Let's just put on some mascara and see where this takes us, and then I'll decide. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Sensational Sky High Mascara. I found this off of TikTok and I am obsessed with it. It is really, really great. It's just, I don't know, something about it just makes my lashes very, very long. You guys look at that? I don't know if it'll pick it up, but boom, boom. Isn't that insane? Oh, I love this stuff so much. Except I wish these lashes would be like these lashes, because I feel like these ones get really, really long, and then you'll see when I put these ones on, I feel like sometimes they fan out and are prettier with how they fan out, but for some reason they aren't as long as like these ones. I don't know what the problem is. Like, do I want to put false lashes on? I really don't. I just kind of like rocking the mascara. I'm always so weird though, where if I feel like I have like eyeshadow on, it like needs lashes, but I don't know. I kind of just like this like natural look. Yesterday I pinched my lashes so hard, like my inner corner of this lash. Oh, so hard. It made my eye water for a few minutes. It was, oh, it's the worst. That's one of my biggest fears as like a makeup artist is pinching my clients like eyelids or eyelashes. Oh my gosh, it's such a bad fear. So I always give them the option if they want to curl their lashes themselves, and when they're like, no, you can do it, I'm like, okay, let me say a prayer. Because I never want to like injure my clients, you know? They're precious cargo. They got places to be. They gotta go and look fabulous wherever they're going. Oh, you guys, I forgot to mention him. I think it was my last vlog. I had mentioned that I started watching like, I was trying to find like new TV shows and whatnot, and so I started watching this show called Poldark, which is like kind of like I was saying, like Outlander vibes, but not really. And I'm on, I think I just started season 4. It's pretty good. Like if you guys want like, it honestly didn't get good until probably like mid to end of season 2, to be honest, before like the real drama and yeah, before it hit real good. But if you guys like drama, like romance drama, it's a pretty good show, and I watch it on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure where else that you can watch it, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm very excited though, because I heard Outlander. I know that they're coming out with season 6, but I think they just announced that they are also going to be filming season 7. So I'm very, very excited about that. I am geeking out on the inside. Okay, what do we think of the lashes now? I don't know if you can tell. I'm very, very like picky about lashes. Like if I had one piece of makeup and I was stuck on an island, it would probably be mascara. Because I feel like when you have lashes, it just takes it to the next level. Like forget the rosacea or the sparse brows or anything like that. Just give me the mascara and I will be good to go. That's sometimes all I wear too if I'm like running out and I just need something to kind of just like elevate the look so I don't look dead, is mascara. I think I just like how this looks, and this is what we're gonna do. I am going to put a little bit of highlighter though on my brow bone. Okay, so for face, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer. I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger, and I just pretty much put it in my T-zone, right in here. Sometimes on my forehead, I have like, I don't know if it'll come up, I have like a little pimple just right there in the middle. Just decided he was gonna make an appearance, and I don't appreciate it. And then I just kind of work it into my skin. What else has been going on with me? Ugh. I'm really, really sore this morning because I worked out yesterday. I've been pretty consistent with working out actually, which is, I'm very proud of myself for. Okay. I'm just gonna go in back with that same concealer in the shade 10. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. I don't know if I ever mentioned that, but I'm gonna go in with 10 and 15. And what I'd like to do is I will take 10, put it in the corner right there, just a little bit. I'm not really into the whole like triangle thing anymore. I feel like honestly less is more. And I'm gonna take a little bit on the outer corner right there. And then I take the 15, which is a little bit darker, a little bit more of a yellowy undertone. I have a really hard time finding concealers that are my shade and my undertone. Like this is my undertone, but it's kind of a little bit light for me. But then this is nice because it's darker, but it's like yellow, so it's like kind of, what just came out of my mouth? I kind of gotta mix the two. Oh, the coffee's catching up with me. And then I just go in with this Sonia Kashuk. What kind of brush is this? Does it say? Tapered highlighting brush, but I use it personally for my concealer, any cream products, and it's really, really nice. And I just kind of dab it like this and then pull the product down to kind of help with some of that rosacea in my cheeks. And then I'm gonna work it up the side and just kind of clean up that edge. Kind of also get some of the redness in the side of my face. Just kind of tone it down a little bit. Take it down a notch. I'm all about like the lightest coverage possible right now, and I've stated this like a million times, but I just think it's like really just gross with the whole mask situation and makeup. Like I haven't worn like a full face of makeup except for when I am filming like a makeup tutorial in so long, just because I personally cannot stand the feeling of having a bunch of foundation and then having to wear a mask and then it rubbing off, and it's just I just find it so I feel like that is more gross, is like eating your makeup in your mask than like getting sick, honestly. I don't know, it's just kind of gross. Ugh. I've been wearing as minimal makeup as possible. Obviously if I have to wear more makeup I will. It's not like a huge deal, but for like everyday basis it's not my thing. I'm just gonna go back in with my CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. It looks like this if you guys are wondering. This is what I use for my under eye and just like setting my T-zone, and I love it. I'm in I think this is my second purchase of this stuff, and it's just great. Okay, so for foundation, this is a new purchase of mine, which I am really excited for. It's not new, it's been around for like years and years and years, but it's new to me. This is the Bareminerals Original Powder Foundation, which, like I said, has been around for centuries, but with me not wanting to wear like a lot of makeup, I was like, I want something that has a little bit of coverage, but isn't going to be like cakey, because I do have some redness in my cheeks, and it does bother me for when I want a smoother complexion, because I like my, excuse me, garbage truck, that's incredibly rude. Anyways, we'll just ignore him. I like my skin to be able to show through. I like my freckles to be able to show through, especially during the summer and whatnot, but I just hate that thick feeling, and this is just, it's great because it helps even out my skin tone, but you can still see my skin. And I don't have to use a lot, which is great because it wasn't the cheapest. I want to say it was like $32, $36, but I really don't use that much. I feel like this will last a long time. So pretty much, I don't know if you guys can see it without it coming out, but it's got the 3 holes right there. It's got more, but I only opened it up to about 3 holes. And then I just put a little bit in the jar, not very much, because I kind of go back and forth and add more as I need it. And then I just take this buffing brush. This is from Real Techniques. I know they have a brush that you can use for it, but this is just an expert face brush. You want something more dense that still has like give to it, but you don't want something like this, where it's like totally, oh, there goes all my highlighter. That's like really fluffy. You want something that's still like dense, but then still has some give to it, if that makes sense. So what I do is I take it, swirl it in here. I'm pretty sure everyone on the face of this planet that uses makeup knows this product, but I just swirl it, tap off the excess, and then what I do is I go in and garbage truck. It's Tuesday morning, so the garbage people are picking it up, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I just dab this in my face, and then I just kind of buff it into my skin. I kind of like to bring it up under my eye as well. And it just like, it doesn't cover necessarily all the redness in my face, but it smooths it out so that it's not like blotchy. So I don't know if you guys will be able to really tell the difference on camera. I personally tell the difference, and I'm amazed by it. But you can kind of see like the blotchiness in my face, and it's hard because I have concealer on, but there's some blotchiness. And then here, I just feel like it's more, I don't know, it just smooths over. So I'm just gonna do this on the other side. I usually do 3 taps like in the jar, so I do 1 on each side and then my forehead. I was really nervous when I bought this product because I bought it at Ulta and they're not doing color matching right now and you can't open the samples. Well, I might have opened the samples. My friend was with me, so she was like standing over to the side like walking, and I was like kind of peeling off the, I know I might get heat for that, but it's like, it's so hard to find a foundation when you don't know the shades and you're not familiar with it. And so I was trying to find the shades and I thought it was gonna be a cool tone, but the cool tones looked a lot more red, and I ended up calling an employee over and like having her help me, and I ended up going with, I guess I should tell you guys the shade. This is in the shade Fair Ivory 02. It's actually a neutral shade, which sometimes I have to be careful with neutral shades because I am so pink, and some neutral shades pull more yellow, and I can easily look like I have jaundice if I go too yellow. So I usually, for a while, I was like very into like neutral warm stuff, and I don't know why. But now I try to stay as true as I can to my skin tone. And I love it that like it melts into your skin. Like the more you buff it, it really just like works itself into your skin. Like I was really worried about my face being powdery when I use this product, but it's really not. You definitely want to like moisturize your face before you use it, which I did. I washed and moisturized my face before I filmed this. But it really just works itself into the skin, and I never feel dry wearing it. If anything, my oils almost pull through more, which I mean isn't a bad thing. I have pretty normal skin. I used to have really dry skin, but lately my skin's been more on the normal side. If anything, like oily in the T-zone area. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with my blush and bronzer duo from Jaclyn Cosmetics. And I'm just going to bronze my face. I don't think I'm gonna contour or anything. I just want to keep it like fresh and just natural and simple. And I'm just kind of gonna warm up the edges of my face. This is a Morphe M437. Oh, I forgot to mention too, because I was talking about like working out and how sore I was. I've been working out a lot more lately and being more consistent. I work out Monday through Friday as best as I can, and I'm so excited because I'm finally seeing like progress in my body. And I don't feel like I've ever seen, like whenever I work out, I don't feel like in the past I've ever really seen like huge progress with my body and working out. And I'm not doing it to like lose weight. I just want to be healthier and more like toned and fit, I guess I should say. I just want to be healthy. I don't have a specific number like goal I'm going for or anything. So a few months back, Dagan, I bought a weight set. It's like the Bowflex, where it's like the adjustable weights, but it's not Bowflex. It's like an off-brand. We bought it at Academy Sports, and I love it. I use it all the time. It starts at like, I think 11 pounds and then it goes up 10. I've been using that a lot. And then my friend and I will go walking 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we walk about a mile and a half, 2 miles. So it's really nice. I'm getting my cardio in there, but I've finally found like a good ratio of working out upper body to lower body where I feel like I'm actually seeing progress. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the blush for this duo, and just a tiny bit, because this stuff, even though I feel like when I swatch it on my hand, it's very like not very pigmented, but when I put it on the brush, it is. So anyways, like I was saying, I don't weird because I'm like finally when I'm talking. For working out, I've been actually focusing on my lower body versus my upper body, where beforehand I kind of just did a mix of everything. Where now, so I work out 5 days a week, I try to. And about 4 out of those 5 days I work on my lower body area, abdomen area, and then 1 day a week I'll do my arms, because I have really skinny arms. I don't really have a lot of fat on them, so I don't need to really do a lot for them to be toned. Plus I don't really want them to be very big either, or like super muscular. So I've been focusing on like, especially my glutes and thighs area, and I've been really seeing progress. Like for instance, my workout yesterday, I took, what did I start out with? I did a sumo squat, and so I take one of the weights and I do sumo squats to work on like my inner thighs. And then I did reverse lunges where I step back and I have weights in each hand, and that one like, oh, burns my thighs. And then since I don't have a dumbbell, I kind of do like, kind of like a deadlift variation where I take a heavier weight. Like right now I'm doing 30 pounds, which is a lot for me. And I just hold it with both hands and I simulate like a deadlift, and I really feel it in the back of my thighs and into my glutes. And I really like it. I've been seeing progress. Been really trying to work on my ab area too. And just be more like healthy and fit and just in shape. Because I think we all have like our insecurity areas and mine is like my thighs and my lower belly. And even though, yes, I know I'm smaller, it's still an insecurity of mine. So I am working on that and I'm very happy, and I just want to be healthy actually at the end of the day. That's really all I want. I'm going in with highlighter. This is in the e.l.f. highlighter that I used for my lid. I could have used the highlighter from Jaclyn Hill as well, the loose highlighter in Brighten Up. I love that highlighter so much. I'm so happy she put it on like her, like, what's it called? It's not temporarily, like she's gonna have it forever, which I'm really excited about because I thought I was never gonna get it again. And it's one of my favorite highlighters. Let me finish my lower lash line. I'm gonna go back in with that bronzer and my fluffy blending brush. Okay guys, so sorry, but my camera died, so I went ahead and just finished my makeup off camera. So basically what I did was I just took a little bit of shadow, put it under my eyes, threw on some mascara, and then I did my lips. So all I've been doing for my lips lately is a lip liner, and I've been using the Maybelline Color Sensational lip liner in the shade 105 Nude Whisper. And what I like to do is I find a liner that's like closest to my lip color or in the area. I line my lips. I love to overline my top lip just because I don't have a top lip. And then I kind of just like blend that out, and I take a clear gloss and just go over that. And that way it just looks like just more natural, fuller lips. And that's pretty much all I do. I threw some brow gel in my brows to kind of keep them there, and then just fixed my hair. And that is pretty much it. I also want to show you guys, I know I had mentioned that I had bought this Revlon hair tool brush thingy. Well, I had got it for my birthday, and I told you guys I would let you know if I liked it or not. And yes, I do like it a lot. I didn't use it today because my hair is already dry, and I definitely feel like it works best if you use it when your hair is wet or you spray your hair and dampen it a lot, and I just didn't want to do that. But I love this. I just think it's great, especially if you have layers. You can really bring out the volume in that. I have longer layers, so my hair's like getting long. I'm like, I'm really trying to grow my hair out like long again, and so my layers are getting long. But if you have layers and you're able to like style them, it looks so pretty, and I just love this. It gives my hair just like an extra bounce to it, and so I think it's great. You can get this off of Amazon or I think Target as well, and it's super cheap too, so I would highly recommend it. I know it's been around for a while, but I think this is great. I love it. So yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys. Here is the finished look. I really like how this makeup came out. It's like super just like natural and feminine and pretty, and I want to definitely like try this style on my clients more, just because I think it's just so like pretty and feminine and soft, but still like glamorous. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go film my sit down video on how to plan for Disney, which I'm so excited about. That will probably be up before this video, so I will link it somewhere in here if you guys are interested in like seeing that, if you are planning a trip to Disney or anything like that. And yeah, so anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!